On this episode, I'm going to be unboxing Rodan from Mondo Death Waltz. Let's cue the music. Hello everybody, and I'm back with another Kaiju offering from Mondo, and I can't be more excited because back when I did the Kaiju podcast with Jorge Garcia, this movie, Rodan, was number one of all 104 episodes we did, plus 10 bonus episodes, plus whatever episodes. Rodan was our favorite, and I'm very excited because I'm just excited. Ever since I had interviewed Henry Abrams, the artist of this one, I've been looking forward to this release. The kid is talented. He's so talented. I loved his work on the Batman and Mondo's release of The Return of Godzilla, or Godzilla 1985, 1984. The one where, Godzilla came back. The Heisei series. Okay, so I'm just going to get to it, because I absolutely love this movie. I love the music. I love the artwork. And I can't wait to see how this turned out. And I feel like I'm rushing right now. And I feel like I have a lot to say about Mondo, but I'm terribly excited to get this. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Charlie Brigden, who was also featured on the channel recently, under like sort of not exciting circumstances, because the whole Funko Mondo layoffs, very unpleasant. And talking with Henry, I know how grateful he is to Mondo and Death Waltz and everybody who brought him in to do these covers. Also did Michael Giacchino's Travelogue album and the Midnight Society. Is that right? Midnight Society? So hopefully, like, the relationship there is still good and we could get more art from Henry, because I'm opening this up. But here we go. It does look like Charlie did the Obi strip work on this, and it looks terrific. Of course, we're going to get through the glare. I need to figure out a way. Maybe I could put some kind of backdrop so you're not seeing like everything on my desk. Like there's my phone, and there's Flash Gordon, and there's my Ewok phone, and there's my Green Lantern guys. So we're going to get this open real quick. But first of all, if you're on Discogs, follow me at CASINOSKUNK. And here is the barcode. You can add that to your wish list, or you can add that to your collection if you have it. First off, I love this sort of aqua blue color with the red Rodan writing. It's so striking. I talked to Henry about this because all of his Mondo covers, with the exception of Travelogue, were all red and black themed, and I feel like Rodan would lend himself to like a red color scheme, but that's not the case, and I think it looks terrific because this Rodan logo really pops. So let's take a look, and first of all, let's look at the Obi strip here. Original score by Akira Ifukube, artwork by Henry Abrams, 140 gram Mondo exclusive vinyl. And I believe this is a Rodan sort of themed vinyl. So let's take a look at, there's Charlie's writing if you want to pause that and take a look at that. And the most important thing is let's look at the back to see what's coming down the pipe from Mondo. Coming soon, Godzilla vs. Mothra, which I believe I already did that one. Yes, I did do that one. Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla, which I have not done. I don't know. do I have Space Godzilla? Space Godzilla hasn't come out yet. And Godzilla versus King Ghidorah, which I believe is the next one coming in the mail. So I'm very, very much looking for that. On the back, they're promoting Matango, Space Amoeba, and Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 2. All of those that I've covered on the channel and the unboxing. And you can go see the reviews of any of these. Well, I don't think I was starting yet. But you can see the review of this one on my Instagram at instagram.com/cuethemusicpodcast, where I'll do up close, detailed photographs of the record and my thoughts on the quality of the music and the pressing and stuff like that. So here are your coming soons. So I think we're waiting on the bottom too. I don't have Space Godzilla, and I have already pre-ordered Godzilla versus King Ghidorah, and I'm really hoping that this Funko thing doesn't mess up these Godzillas, because I'm ready to complete this collection of Toho Godzillas, and I want other Toho titles, so hopefully Funko doesn't get in the way. Here's more detailed art, and there's kind of a gloss to it, which is nice. So everything you see in the white is sort of a matte finish, and everything in the graphic in the Rodan with the egg and the volcano and the larva and the Megaguirus and the miners and stuff is all in a gloss, and the writing is in a gloss as well. So I don't know if you can kind of see it because you're seeing my whole desk and stuff, but that's really cool. That's really cool. This is Death Waltz number 230. Man, Death Waltz, you guys are a monster. You guys are a big old giant kaiju when it comes to this sort of stuff. There we go. There's the spine. And it's a nice red, which I'll go get in my collection. Now let's check let's do the back first. We'll do the back. And here's all your info. It looks like I got number 135. That might be the lowest numbered edition that I've gotten. And here's all your music and your track list. Great. Okay, we're going to go into the gatefold now, which I haven't seen this art yet. When they announced it, I tend to see the cover when I go. I see the cover, obviously, because I need to order the record, but I never really hit the next button to see all of the gatefold art and back art. So this is the first time I've seen the gatefold art. And as Henry mentioned on the show, you look at it this way. So much like the Beautiful Joe art, it's sort of a centerfold type of thing. You have the main characters running to the volcano where Rodan, spoilers, Rodan is returning to, and you have these fighter jets swooping around with the second Rodan up there. This is great. I'd love to, if I probably should have got two. I could have hung this on my wall. But if you haven't seen Rodan, the great thing about Rodan is the mystery. And so a lot of even though it's called Rodan and you know what Rodan looks like, the giant firebird, it's a mystery of why these miners are getting killed off. And it's actually a really engaging movie. It's the mystery I think is really good. So inside, we don't have the liner notes, but we have the record. And this is, I want to say, it's called Rodan something. It's going to be orange. It's like we'll just look at it. So, oh, wow. Okay. Look at this. This is cool. This looks really nuts. You could see it. The blue is very translucent, and the white you can't see, and the orange is a little translucent. You can see my thumb back there. But this is a really nice looking. These colors are really striking, and that's your side A. No track list on there. Very minimal. I'm assuming this is side A. It doesn't say side A. Got a little hair on there. And this is the other side here with that artwork over down. I guess this would be the correct orientation for that. Just amazing. That's my favorite thing about Death Waltz. and what Mo and Spencer are doing over there with the artists, especially for the Toho series, like the combination of art and vinyl. Like, look at this, orange matches up perfectly with the orange on the record. Like, it's just a beautiful presentation. The Obi strip, again, the colors are the same. There's this uniformity. It's like, this is art. This is art. And I don't know like what else to say. Like, the only reason I do these unboxings is because it feels like my collecting isn't just like to collect. It's to look at and to share. If you're not into Godzilla, that's fine. But if you're into vinyl, like, and you see this stuff, I just want to share it, because everything from the Obi strip to the vinyl to the artwork and gatefold artwork and back artwork and everything, it's like, just this package is like a work of art. And the Toho movies, as cheesy as they are, will always have interesting music. Always. They'll always have interesting music, and they'll always have an interesting look. Even like the 70s, even when you look at like Godzilla versus Hedorah, the smog monster, like, it's got a real grimy look to it. It's really dark. It's really, it just, there's a lot of it that just feels gross, but it's almost like its own art form. Like, it looks so nice. Like, the movies have a feel, during the different eras, and 60s Toho with like Rodan, and all of the movies, they don't look like any other movies. They have this crazy sort of pastel Technicolor look, but they're also very grainy and gritty. This movie is a horror movie, where this monster is killing everybody, but by the end, you kind of feel bad for the monster. Well, I always feel bad for the monster, but spoilers, like a lot of kaiju movie, the monster dies in this, and you feel bad. You really feel bad. Like, this scene that Henry's portraying here is like devastating. And say what you will about guys in rubber suits and miniature cities being blown up, there's still always a good message behind it, and they always have like a kind of a beauty to them. They're just, I don't know, they feel so handmade. It feels like there's a passion behind them, even if it's cheesy as hell, like Terror of Mechagodzilla. Even if it's super, super goofy, like All Monsters Attack, like, nothing else looks like it. Nothing. Even if you go to like Gamera movies, they have a little bit of a different quality to them, a different look to them. But there's something about like that sort of golden age of kaiju movies in the 60s and then in the 70s, that's just like amazing. And when you get to like the Heisei series, the from 85 or 84 to the mid to late 90s, like, they had their own feel too. And I love this. This makes me so happy. I'm going to go put this on right now. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. Tomorrow I'll have all the pictures of this. You can see the colors, how they look close up. You can see all the detail in these shots. And for Henry, I'll make sure that I get an image of this on my wall with the record on the platter, so he can see his art being displayed as it should be, facing forward on a wall, in a living room next to a record player. Fantastic work, guys. This is a really amazing packaging, and I'm sure it's going to sound great, and I can't wait to check it out now. So I just want to thank everybody for watching. Mondo, Death Waltz, you guys, I have like, I think 4 more pre-orders or 3 more pre-orders of Toho stuff, and with each with each one that comes out, I become more and more impressed. You guys are just fucking knocking it out of the park. This makes me so happy. You guys make me happy. Thanks for doing this, and best of luck, because I know shit sucks over there, but I just want you guys to know, like, this is what it's about. You know, I know it's cardboard, I know it's vinyl, but it's just it makes me so happy. So thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for watching this, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Bye.